begin this haircut using my number 10 guard, and the number 10 guard leaves about 1.5 inches of length on the top. My client's corners are a bit thin, so I exclude from cutting them by sectioning it off and not going over it with my guard to make sure that area stays dark enough to not reveal his corners. And now, since I am doing a drop fade, my bald line will drop towards the back. And since I'm doing no hooks, I'll begin the line where the vertical bars and the hooks meet. Then I'll remove all the hair underneath and follow up with my shaver. And remember to not directly go up all the way to the line when using your shaver. Make sure you leave a little bit of stubble underneath it to make it easier to fade into. And now, using my 1.5 with the lever closed, I'm gonna go up as high as I want that dark area of that fade to be at. And I'm gonna go around the head parallel to my bald line. Then, using the number 3 with the lever closed, I'm gonna soften up the bulk above the 1.5 line. Then, without switching guards, I'm going to open the lever and flick into the top, connecting the side to the top, and I'll do the same thing all around the head. Then I'll go back and use my 1.5, but this time I'll open the lever and fade in that 1.5 line into the 3. Once my upper dark area is established, I'll go in and work on the bottom. So then I'll use my 0.5 guard with the lever closed and go up about 1 inch. Then, without switching guards, I'm going to blend in the 0.5 line into the 1.5. And here I'm flicking into the area. Then, to blend everything together with more detail, I'll go in and use my thinning shears over comb. And I'll also point cut with my thinning shears to detail any small areas. And lastly, I'll take out the bottom line with no guard with the lever closed. And I'll lever play, meaning I'll open up my lever as I go up, and anything that doesn't get taken out from the lever open, I'll move it down about halfway to blend it all together. And here I like using my corners to detail, and I'm doing small gentle flicks, avoiding going too high. And here I went back and used my trimmer to remove any little stubble I may have left behind from the shaver. Now moving on to the beard, I'm gonna go a little lower than mid-ear and create a V-shaped guideline. And this is because I'm gonna want to keep the beard line and the back line a little darker and to really make the fade pop out. So I'll start off with my half guard with the lever closed and go down about an inch. Then I'll use my 1.5 with the lever closed and go down about the same width. Then I'll open the lever and fade in that last line into the bulk. Then I'll go back to using my half guard, but this time I'll open the lever and fade in that line I created with the 0.5 closed. And here I'll lever play, taking my lever down about halfway to remove anything that the 0.5 open won't get rid of. And then using no guard with the lever closed, I want to take down the first bald line. And depending on the hair texture of many people, at times zero closed won't blend in the bald line entirely. So here I go in using my trimmers to completely blend in that bald line. And I'll use the corner of my trimmers to detail any small spots. And finally, I'll detail a little bit using my thinning shears over comb. Then using my trimmers, I proceed to lightly tap and line up the back line of his beard. Then using my stray razor, I went ahead and lined up his beard line. And then I lightly tapped his vertical bars with the straight razor as well. Now using my trimmers, I went ahead and cleaned up his lineup. My client isn't too worried about getting his lineup very straight. In fact, he always messes it up to make it look messy, so I didn't overthink it too much and just try to make it at least a bit straight. And finally, I cleaned up his neckline to his liking. And here are the final results. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you found it helpful, please like and subscribe.